Most people think their personality is locked in by age 25, but neuroscience shows it's way more fluid than that. The traits you believe define you might actually be working against you without you realizing it. So what's really shaping who you are, and can you actually change it? Fact 1: The Big 5 Personality Traits. Developed by psychologists in the 1990s through decades of research, the Big 5 breaks down human personality into 5 dimensions: openness, conscientiousness, extraversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism, often remembered as ocean. Each dimension exists on a spectrum rather than as a fixed box. Understanding where you land on these scales helps explain why you're drawn to certain careers, relationships, and life choices. Fact 2: The Dunning-Kruger Effect. Psychologists David Dunning and Justin Kruger discovered in 1999 that people with low ability in a skill often overestimate their competence, while experts tend to underestimate theirs. Your brain literally can't see what it doesn't know, so you confidently make decisions in areas where you're actually clueless. This bias affects your personality expression. Overconfident people come across as arrogant, while genuinely skilled people seem humble. Fact 3: Extraversion and dopamine sensitivity. Neuroscientist Hans Eysenck proposed that extroverts have lower baseline dopamine levels, so they crave stimulation and social interaction to feel activated, while introverts are already overstimulated and withdraw to regulate. It's not shyness, it's literally different brain chemistry. Your personality isn't a choice, it's your nervous system seeking equilibrium, which explains why forcing introverts to be social or extroverts to sit quietly feels exhausting. Fact 4: The Dark Triad. Psychologist Delroy Paul has identified 3 personality traits that cluster together: narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy. People scoring high on the dark triad are charming but manipulative, ambitious but ruthless, and seemingly confident but lacking genuine empathy. These traits exist on a spectrum in everyday people, not just serial killers. Recognizing the dark triad in others protects you from toxic relationships and toxic workplaces. Fact 5: Personality plasticity across the lifespan. Contrary to the myth that personality freezes by 25, psychologist Brent Roberts' research shows personality continues evolving throughout life. People become more conscientious, agreeable, and emotionally stable as they age, a pattern called the maturity principle. Your personality isn't destiny. Deliberate life choices, relationships, and experiences actively reshape who you become, even in your 50s and beyond. Fact 6: The fundamental attribution error. When someone cuts you off in traffic, you assume they're reckless. When you do it, you blame the road conditions. This bias, studied extensively by Lee Ross, shows we judge others' personalities while excusing our own behavior as circumstantial. It shapes how you interpret conflicts and whether you hold grudges. Recognizing this error helps you extend grace to others and stop unfairly locking people into personality boxes. Fact 7: Emotional contagion and personality expression. Researcher Elaine Hatfield discovered that emotions spread involuntarily between people. You catch someone's mood like a virus through mirror neurons. An introverted person becomes chattier around energetic friends. A naturally anxious person calms down with composed people. Your personality isn't stable across all contexts. It's a dynamic response to the emotional environment around you, making social circles genuinely shape who you are. Fact 8: The halo effect in personality perception. Psychologist Edward Thorndike found that if someone is physically attractive, intelligent, or charming in one dimension, people automatically assume they're good in all dimensions. A tall CEO seems more competent, a beautiful person seems kinder. The halo effect distorts how people perceive your personality based on surface traits you can't control. Understanding this bias prevents you from being judged unfairly and from unfairly judging others. Fact 9: Neuroticism and the negativity bias. High neuroticism, one of the big 5, correlates with a stronger negativity bias. Your brain weighs negative experiences more heavily than positive ones. This isn't pessimism, it's evolutionary wiring meant to keep you safe. Neurotic people remember criticism longer than praise, ruminate on mistakes, and anticipate threats. Awareness of this pattern allows you to actively reframe thoughts and build resilience rather than being hijacked by your own brain's threat detection system. Fact 10: Situational personality and the person-situation debate. Psychologist Walter Mischel challenged the idea that personality is consistent, showing people behave very differently across contexts: honest at work but dishonest with friends, introverted at parties but extroverted at home. Modern personality science accepts both truths: you have stable traits and you adapt dramatically to situations. This explains why your personality feels fluid, contradictory, and context-dependent rather than like a fixed identity. So which of these personality truths hit you the hardest? Drop a comment telling me which fact made you rethink who you are, or share a moment when you recognized one of these biases in yourself. And if personality psychology fascinates you, hit subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss our deep dives into the science of human behavior. Thanks for watching Brainboda.